Well, things are sizzling in our Builder's Earth kitchen as we spice things up with Amazing Taste co-owner, yeah, vice president.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Whatever you want to call me.
Taki, Adam Taki. Yeah, well, your dad is also
my
in
dad,
this with you.
Yes, he is. He's the most important part.
Yes.
He has a doctor's degree in food science.
And your face is on the back of the package, actually.
Exactly.
Well, I was lucky. He got me involved when I was young, and I was always with my dad, and he always got me involved. Since I was 3, I started cooking.
Yeah, well, you knew the way to a woman's heart early on in life, which is very smart, because we do love men who can cook.
Yeah, especially when they can cook healthy things, so we don't feel bad for
exactly.
like, overeating.
Well, I can't think of a better date than staying home, enjoying a nice glass of wine, and enjoying succulent steaks.
Ooh, is that what we're making today?
And that's what we're making. And these are succulent, just juicy, mouth-watering steaks with a bold peppercorn and garlic taste. And remember, you could have garlic if your girl has both of us exactly.
Yeah,
then it's okay, right?
If you both have garlic, you're okay. I like that. Now, now Kristen's over there with the mushrooms. So is that what we're pairing with our steak today?
Yeah, we're making
mushrooms and onions.
Sauteed mushrooms.
Okay.
And we're seasoning the mushrooms with some Amazing Taste Malibu seasoning.
Oh,
and
nice.
That's just some garlic. And remember, the higher you go, the more depth of flavor it's going to have.
That's a false. I think that's the false chef trick.
But it looks cool.
It looks
and you can probably impress your date if you
Sure, exactly. You look like you've been cooking for years.
Exactly, exactly. Well, the thing is, you don't have to be cooking for years, and you don't have to be some expert chef to do the things that Adam teaches us to do, because they're actually very simple recipes, but anything but a simple taste.
I think I said that earlier. I was talking about I cooked some salmon with the seafood seasoning, and I was saying, does this even count as cooking? Because it was so easy. But
it's amazing.
We appreciate it.
Well, I got to tell you,
our life easier.
Just last week, I got a phone call. Someone called my office from New Mexico.
Yes.
And this was a gentleman who said that he just loves the Amazing Taste Steakhouse.
Okay.
And he was calling and just saying he wanted to order a case of it because he uses so much of it. Yeah, seriously. And he said that him and his wife, they've been for years going out and spending about $60 a night for a beautiful dinner together, gourmet steaks. And he said
that makes sense.
He said he's been saving $60 a week using this stuff. Seriously, I couldn't believe it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the technology behind the seasoning, because for those who don't see you as often, we get to see you, but if somebody missed it on a certain day that you were here, they don't understand really what the impact is of the Amazing Taste seasonings, because it's not just your average seasoning. There's so much more to it. So let's talk about that.
It's really important what the Amazing Taste does. That's what makes it different than anything else available, because it's not just putting seasoning and spice on your meat, on your seafood. We're enhancing it, and we're enhancing it naturally with natural seasonings, natural flavors, no MSG. A lot of the products, they have very little sodium. I mean, compared to other spices on the market, seasonings on the market. And what we're doing is we're capturing the moisture. We're capturing the natural flavor of the meat.
So you don't lose the juiciness.
Exactly.
5 calories per serving. See? I love that. Especially,
you do love it.
You know,
so now, so for the steak cooking novice, what is the process?
Well, go to your local Smith's Market and pick up some lean steaks if you like lean. I'm going towards lean steaks just because everything I'm reading from Harvard and John Hopkins are saying to eat leaner, cuts of protein. And all it is seasoning them correctly with the Amazing Taste Steakhouse seasoning.
Okay, so you're using Steakhouse.
And then we're just accompanying this dish with a simple sauteed mushroom.
And you just put a little olive oil on the grill?
Yeah, exactly. And if you're grilling outside, best advice, take your spatula, you take your tongs, excuse me, and take a rag and dip the rag in oil.
We love that tip. That's
oil,
such a good
when the pan's hot, after you cleaned it, before we put the steaks on, and just dab that thing.
Perfect.
And I'll tell you, one of the best gadgets besides a thermometer is a pair of tongs.
It's true. It's especially when you're grilling.
Because you don't, one of the worst things to do is to turn your meat with a fork because all that's going to do is you're going to poke holes in your meat, losing the natural flavor.
That's a good tip. I never thought of it that way.
So many people, they use their fork and they flip it, they move it around, and you're just poking holes in it.
I do it all the time, and then I flip, and as Kristen said last time that you were here, that we were talking about, not a good idea to keep flipping. Just let it sit, let it cook on one side, flip it over, and let it cook on the other.
On a medium heat. You want to just cook it slowly and steadily until your desired temperature.
Is this kale that you just...
No, that's actually some parsley.
Parsley?
Yeah, it gives it some color and extra depth of
flavor. That's interesting.
I love it.
I'm not the cook. And I sometimes ask some questions that are a little...
You are the cook. I mean, look at that. You are becoming the cook.
That's why I say, like, if I can cook with your food and it turns out really good...
It's true. She's telling the truth.
That says a lot.
I've watched her make grilled pineapple salsa.
Well, you know what?
Cutting it up without, like, any direction. She did it like a pro.
And she did that with the pork seasoning because we were using that with the pork chops. And that's another point I just want to make real quick before we taste the food, is that there are so many options. Because I personally, I go through the poultry one like crazy because I make a lot of chicken. I also go through the beef one when I make turkey burgers because then I get that crispy, like juicy burger taste.
Yeah,
and the Malibu too. I like the Malibu.
I'm laughing because I thought we were putting kale in there, and I'm like, I have so much trust in you. I'm like, all right, well, he said do it. It's always good, you know.
Kale, whatever.
And one thing I should note this grilling season, when you're grilling outside, a lot of us, it's just natural habit to just fill up every inch of our grill with our food. And the problem is with that is you don't leave yourself room to maneuver around. You know, if something's cooking faster than something else, and you want to put it on on another side of the grill so it doesn't cook so fast, you need to have some room. So keep about 20-25% of your grill so you have room to maneuver.
Good. These are all great tips. Great grilling.
And let's take a bite of this.
I'm watching this. I'm ready.
Okay. Yes.
Kristen, do the honors.
Nice.
Show us your knife skills.
My knife. Those are good.
Yeah, that's where I'm the weakest. I'm a weak cutter. I always cut myself. Okay, that looks good. I want to have it with the mushroom. And for the Amazing Taste seasonings, all you need to do is go to your Smith's Market, right?
Your local Smith's, and you look for them in the fresh meat department. And if you don't see them, ask that meat manager, ask that meat clerk where they are, because they are supposed to be there and they are available there.
Or else,
Or else you'll stick Adam on me.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that's also great is that you can go, or any of our viewers can go to your website, and if they go to the website, they can get a weekly recipe, right?
Sure, at amazingtaste.com, we feature a recipe of the week every single week, and that's something that's going to be simple. That's something that's going to be so packed with flavor.
Good. We love
and
we know that much.
this disaster in the kitchen can do it.
And I'm using my fingers.
And especially for moms who are busy on the go, you need to make that quick something for the kids.
Taste it,
Wow, that's good. That's really good.
What do you think?
We love you. It's amazing. Literally amazing. Thank you so much. And if you want today's recipe, all you need to do is log on to casa.com. Thanks, Adam. I want more.